Welcome, everyone. Sophia, you want to kick it off?
Yeah. Hi, Coach. How's the energy of the team? Another chance at a win, and especially given the trade and everything, getting Brittany, that's exciting.
Yeah, super exciting. I think, for now, the focus is on Minnesota tonight with the group that we have, knowing that they're the best team in the league and what we need to do to match up to that. But yeah, the vibe is good, very positive. I think we're ready to go.
Coach, I know so often it's, focusing on yourself and what Storm basketball is, you don't try to worry about the other team, but how different does Minnesota look without Fee and, they're deep, so it can still be, there's still a problem.
Yeah, they've had a small sample size earlier in the year, a couple of games without her, still very deadly. McBride went off one game, Jess Shepard went off another game, so to your point about them being deep, they do have just options from every position. They play well together. They move the ball, maybe a little less with Fee out, getting the ball moved from side to side, but definitely more opportunities for people to step up. Defensively, I know she's, everything on that side of the ball too, but their team defense is what makes them a very good team. Their physicality, their congestion, their communication, and how they move on the string. I think, that she's their best player, but at the end of the day, she's surrounded by really, really good players who can step up big in these situations.
Hey, Coach. So as far as, I know we're talking about Minnesota, but kind of speak to what this team will be missing with Alicia out of the locker room going forward, just from a morale or maybe a team standpoint.
Yeah, definitely. Thankful for AC as well as Zaya's contributions this particular year. AC is a vet. She's a champion, 3-time champion, half of those here in Seattle. And, that's what we'll miss, her veteran leadership, the way she's able to see the game, read the game, communicate that to her teammates. And, even Zaya kind of being in here, losing that kind of young, fireball, like just willing to really work hard. But yeah, with AC, the veteran leadership in the position that she had, hopefully we can continue to kind of lead on with that with the vets that we do have in the locker room.
Hey, Coach, I assume it's slightly different for every player that you acquire, but what is your process for ingratiating them into your team, into your lineup, and into your squad?
We'll see. I haven't had, this hasn't happened to me in my tenure. To bring in a player this late in the season, but she's not just a player, she's an all-star. She's a high-level player. She, as in Sykes, I don't want to do that, is a high-level player. And so, when a situation like this in the middle of the season, the best we can do is keep it simple, incorporate the details of our systems in the most simplistic way, and let them hoop together. At the end of the day, if we play solid defensively and we can get into transition, you don't have to teach a lot in that area of the floor, in that area of the game, just spacing principles and things like that. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Today, the focus is Minnesota. I don't want that to not be known, and so just happy and excited to have Sykes, but just really trying to focus in on this game.
All right, we'll take a few questions from Zoom. Kevin Pelton, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, apologize if this was asked before I was able to jump on, but do you have a timetable for Sykes joining the team?
Yeah, she'll be in market tomorrow, I believe.
All right, Bella, go ahead.
Also about Sykes, I know the focus is on the game tonight, but could you just talk a little bit more about why you wanted to make that trade and what you're excited about that she'll bring to this team?
Yeah, I think, at this juncture, the season, adding some more guard depth was important. Some physicality, some athleticism on the wing. Just certain matchups in the league have been difficult for us from that particular area of the floor. Again, an all-star. She's playing the best basketball of her career. One of our deficiencies is getting to the free throw line. She's top in the league of that. We're top in the league in defense right now, but she kind of contributes to that with what she can do on the ball, off the ball, guarding multiple positions. And then the third layer of that is some extra scoring punch. We talk about sometimes, Sky and NECA getting a ton of attention. I think it's good to have another playmaker on the floor who can create for herself and for others.
Related to the deal, but focusing back on your group, how do you manage your group? Because you're without a few players. You won't have Brittany tonight. Is there, I don't know, how do you look at it? Because you're going to be, again, without, you've lost Zaya and Alicia, and now you don't get Brittany till tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, we have to, we're 9 are suited up, right? And so we're focusing on the 9 that we do have. You know, as you guys know, the last couple of games, the rotation has been tightened up a little bit. But, you know, trying to rely heavily on just finding some consistency and some good play. And I think the 9 that we have are ready to rock and roll and contribute in any type of way that they need to.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, thank you. I'm stuck.